Put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They run with David Montgomery, the third-round pick from Iowa State. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
To return is Taylor. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gun.
I got motion. 58, right over there. Yeah.
300.
Yeah, right there. I got him. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They go back to Abdullah on 1st. Just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
I'm coming after you.
Now the rookie from Boise State, Alexander Madison. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Come on, let's go. What's that? Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
A toss to Abdullah. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, pick your game up.
Gun. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
59's Mike. 59's Mike.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
Now it's Trubisky. Caught by Montgomery. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Shit.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Mike 54. Watch the slap, watch the slap. Alert. 54, right there.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Vikings.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Out, 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 out. Check.
They'll run with the third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. First down, a run with Cohen. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
18.
They'll run. This is White. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come out here in the eye. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Now Trubisky to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts? Come on. What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Check 15.
To throw is Cousins. This is screen to Abdullah. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Running left on the toss, Abdullah. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Cousins now from the 50. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky, the former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. And just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
And the Bears first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw again. And Miller with it over the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Again, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
54, come on, 54.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears. Touchdown. Anthony Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Gun!
Ringo. Mike's 5'9".
Now Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
Go! 180! Check right, 54. Right. Hey, alert! Check 50.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
The 47-yard
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Yeah. Hey, high 7.
54, right there. 50.
Come.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years, our team seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Go. 80 weapons. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Knight. And this is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Finding room at the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 22, Cousins. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, Abdullah.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get in the weight room.
To throw, Cousins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Throwing is Cousins. It's caught by Treadwell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Cousins able to connect with Treadwell for a Minnesota first. Draw play, Madison, and not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Gun.
At their 48-yard line.
Dead, baby. 59. Bravo. Check, 59. Watch.
Looking to throw on second down. Cousins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Washington. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Watch the twist. Hey, Ringo, 48. Two.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On 1st down, Knight. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Bears.
Let's go now. 50, plant. 61, matchbox, light. Snap.
Throwing on 1st down, Knight. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, exit. Get it.
To throw again, Knight. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Rock it. Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Knight. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
Team spill. Now.
On 4th down, Knight. And that is going to be Complete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point: get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where, in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. On the crossing route, complete. That's Robinson. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Knight. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Undercut at 48.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. Here's Madison running on first down, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From just shy of midfield, Cousins, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Brings up second and 9 at the 34-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Second and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's third down. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him. Taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Set. 18 Gator. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the safety. Recon. 152 fighter. Get it.
On second down now, it's White. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Smooth. Check. Yep.
No game on this defense, no game.
Hey, check right, check right. Watch it, 5. Not here. General West. Ready?
From the gun, Knight. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Taylor now returning it. $21. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Motion.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
I got you.
Check 13.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Done. Check 59, Mike. Yellow. 59.
On play action, Cousins. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
They'll run with Madison. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
6-6, pull it high.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard
Mike.
Another carry now for Madison. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Trey Waynes.
Hit, baby. All day, every day.
Gain on the play. That's good for the Vikings. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Leave it, 48.
Heavy on the edges. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Gun.
Go.
Here's Madison. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Going to run with Madison again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Cousins to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's fielded at the 34. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back.
First down, here's White. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Orville. X3. 218. Chop.
2nd and 6. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Montgomery, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight out left to Shaheen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
50, plant.
On 1st down, it's Montgomery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Let's go, B. Big series.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal